Hi everyone, I'm Dina with Mills Family Gardening, and in this video we're going to germinate Gomphrena seeds. I actually tried to germinate them a couple of times in the last 2 years and I failed. I used the traditional way of germinating, which is putting the seeds in the soil in a container and then covering them lightly or not covering them. I tried to keep them moist and they still did not germinate. I also kept them under a grow light because I know that Gomphrena seeds need a lot of light to germinate, but that did not work either. And I thought since the soil method does not work for Gomphrena seeds, I would try a paper towel method. It seems like it's a foolproof method for any kind of seeds. And I tried it in December and it worked. I finally have only one seed out of multiple seeds sprouted. And this is what I did. The hard thing about germinating Gomphrena seeds is that they have a very low germination rate. And even after they germinate, the seedlings grow so slowly before they start actually growing beautiful purple flowers. For that reason, make sure you collect as many dry Gomphrena flowers as you can because their germination rate is so low. So I have a few dried Gomphrena flowers here, and I'm just going to use a paper towel method. I have some water, paper towel. I'm going to wet the paper towel and I'm going to make it really wet. Not just moist, not slightly moist, but really wet because Gomphrena seeds need a lot of moisture and light to germinate. I'm going to take all the seeds, and the seeds are inside of these white fluffy covers, and I'm just gonna spread them on one side of the paper towel, as many as I can fit. I think this should be enough. And I'm just going to cover them with a paper towel like that to press them a little bit to make sure that they get moist. And then I'm just going to put them inside of the Ziploc bag. And make sure to always put the date on your Ziploc bag and what kind of seeds are inside of it. These are the Gomphrena seeds that I started on December 11th, and I wrote down that on December 15th, which is this morning, I found out that one seedling got germinated. So let's get them out of the bag and see what they look like. I started a bunch of seeds, a bunch of dead flowers, but you can see that none of them germinated except for this one little seedling. You can see it, it's purple. Now I'm going to try to gently separate it from the paper towel, and I think I might take it with the paper towel just so I don't ruin and don't break the root, because the seedling is very fragile right now. And so with all the other seeds here, I'm just going to take this seedling and I'm going to put it in the soil. It's not good for the seedling to stay in the paper towel in the bag because it needs some air. And I'm going to gently put it in the soil, not very deep, because I don't want to break the seedling. Like that, with the paper towel and all the other seeds. And I'm just going to sprinkle the soil around it and then press the soil just lightly so that the root of the seedling would be in contact with the moist soil. And then, of course, I'll gently water it. Since it's winter and it's cold outside, I'm going to keep the seedling inside of the house under our grow light where it will stay warm. Make sure not to water Gomphrena seedlings too much, otherwise they can get root rot and they will die. And it will be growing inside until it's warm enough, probably in April or even May, to put it outside in a larger container or even in the ground. Gomphrena is a heat and drought tolerant plant, so don't rush too much to plant it outside. Make sure it's warmed up well in your area. I'm still gonna give these seeds more time, so I'll put them back in this bag. And the ones that we started with y'all just today, I'm gonna keep them in between the stove and the fridge. Lately I noticed that whenever I put my seeds in a paper towel on top of the fridge, it gets too hot for them and they simply rot. So I stopped putting them on top of the fridge. I simply keep them between the stove and our refrigerator on the countertop. That's the area where it gets warm but not too hot. And it seems like the Gomphrena seeds that I kept in that area did really well. They liked that warmth and that temperature just right. It's been a week since we put the seeds in the bag, and now we're going to take them out and see. I think a few seeds have sprouted. So more than one seed actually sprouted. And you can see that we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 seeds that sprouted here. And that's because we put a lot of dried flowers in here. So make sure you collect a lot of dried flowers from Gomphrena. So if you've been having trouble germinating Gomphrena seeds by putting them in soil, try the paper towel method. It should work. Just make sure to keep it in a warm spot. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day.